G'day, legends. G'day, g'day. I didn't think there'd be too many of us here today, boys. It is a late Christmas night in America. Can you blame the boys for not wanting to be here? How are you, Nacho? How are you, Eric? It's crazy, Nacho. You just posted in the Discord that you just rewatched a fight. That's what I'm going to do today. I don't think there's going to be many people here. We'll do a quick 1 hour stream. I think I'm going to go back to a fight that I've always wanted to watch and rescore. We're going to do a rescore and a live rewatch along of Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson 2. And we're going to be using the modern rule set. So that is the plan for today. We will always be here. It's good to see you, Eric. How are you, man? Merry Christmas to our Lord and Savior. How are you, Nacho? How are you, man? Enjoy the gym. I don't think this is going to be any better than the gym. Enjoy the gym, mate. Enjoy the gym instead. Don't bother with this trash and this rubbish. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I hope you guys both had a great time with your family over the Christmas break. Down to 2 viewers. Tell you what, the Christmas period is not going to be well. I was like, I'll either rescore a fight or I'll just do some gameplay. I think tomorrow I might do some gameplay and just play some video games with the boys. But today we'll rescore a fight. We'll still keep it MMA related. Funny you're talking about this. I was just listening to a dude on Twitter talk about this fight. It's in the air. Like, Nacho was just in the Discord talking about how he was just watching GSP Johnny Hendricks. Like, I think this is the time, right? We've got a nice big break ahead of us now. We've got 5 weeks now. This is the 5th week. We've got 4 weeks now. Today's Friday, so we'll have 4 weeks on this coming Monday left of no UFC. So this is the time where we just go back and rescore some of our most controversial fights. How are you, Jock? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. I had the best Christmas I've had for a long time. It was awesome. How was your day? I had a good one. I don't know if it was the best Christmas ever, but no, I had a nice day. I woke up, did the stream. I went to the gym. Then I went to my family's house and we got good and drunk. Me and my dad, it was great. Me and my brother as well. And my family had some friends over. It was good, man. I'm about to mess up some Christmas leftovers and chocolates. Nice one, dude. Get into it, man. Get into it. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this. I'll be showing the fight here on the screen here. I'll be showing the fight here on the screen here. And then for the big moments, I'll be pausing and replaying right here. Trying to get around the UFC's copyright strikes. And then after this is done, I'll leave it up and see if I get a strike. I shouldn't get a strike. We are adding value to this experience, YouTube. We are adding value to this experience by actively scoring the fight and giving commentary on it and educating people on how the MMA scoring system works. So this is under fair use. However, the UFC are bastards. Bastards, bastards, bastards. So we'll watch it this way as much as we can. I'll try and keep my chair out of the way while giving it as much screen as possible. We'll watch it this way, and then for some of the bigger moments, put the chair over here like that. We'll slow it down and really lock in. So yeah, it was a good day with the fam, man. I hope you had a good day with the fam as well, Jock. I hope you all enjoyed it. We all want to thoroughly rescore Esparza versus Royce Namajunas 2. We absolutely do not, man. Great to hear, brother. I hope you had a good one too. I did, man. I'm happy. Excuse me. I'm happy everyone had a good one. That's the point of Christmas, right? I hope that we all had a good one. Right. Let's get into it, Chatathan. Let's get into it. Let's get into Bisping versus Dan Henderson. Bisping versus Dan Henderson 2. 37-year-old Michael Bisping fights Dan Henderson in his first title defense. 46-year-old, 13th ranked contender Dan Henderson. One of the worst title matchups of all time. Doesn't mean this isn't a fun fight. If you haven't seen this fight, it's a very, very fun fight, but it is a horrible title matchup. Shoulders and triceps today. Let's go for that. Nice one, Nacho. Get it, mate. Get them triceps looking. That's not the triceps. The triceps are here. I'm an idiot. Oh no, Doug, you remember what happened last time you tried to educate us on the scoring system? I know everyone left, but no one's going to be here anyway, so it doesn't matter. How are you, Johnny? Good to see you, man. Can you name one fight you had a hard time picking a winner? Oh yeah, just recently, BSD versus Benoit Saint, not BSD, BSD versus Benil Dariush. I had a hard time with that one. I had a hard time picking Peyton Talbot versus Henry Cejudo. I've had hard times. One of them is not the highest and steepest mountain here in Camp Pennington. There are 3 crosses made out of wood that took over the infirmary barracks. It's filled with names and ranks of the fallen. What are you talking about? On one, if not, right, I read it wrong. This isn't you. Yes. On one, if not of the highest mountains here in Cape Pennington. There are 3 crosses made out of wood that took over the infantry. But okay, all right, nice. Well, that sounds like it's actually quite a moving journey all the way up to that mountain with all the names of the fallen soldiers. That sounds like it's quite moving, actually. I feel like we're having separate arguments in the comments of your video today. It does feel like that. But I saw your last one. I think we're just going to disagree on Armin Sarukian. I agree that what he has done is bad. I don't think that what he has done is that bad compared to what other people have done. And I think my point stands that you will get punished for as far as how many viewers you bring in. Armin's being punished for some arbitrary rules that other fighters have broken. Those fighters get more clicks, so those fighters get more leeway. That's pretty much where I want to leave it, Nacho. Yeah. First Sergeant Hill, it's called. All right, cool. Potentially under Stipe versus Jones and worthlessness. This is right under there for Stipe versus Jones and worthlessness. Yeah. Yeah, it's right there for worthlessness. Yep. It's in the top 5 most worthless fights. Is that what you're saying, Johnny? It is? Yep. One comment was censored. Fair enough. No wonder it just sort of jumped in. Fallen Marines, I'll be visiting tomorrow to pray. Right. All right, Eric. Well, I mean, I would say enjoy that, but I guess enjoy the hike and then have your solemn moments when the solemn moments are required. I don't know what to say. It's one of those ones where it's going to be a very up and down emotional day. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those. I meant you watch a close fight and you couldn't pick the winner. Oh! Like watching the fight, having a hard time picking the winner. Strickland DDP 1. I have a hard time with that. Yeah, CP, I'm getting it now, but you're retarded. That's right. No, we're not. We're just still looking at it from different aspects. You disagree with me. I disagree with you. You think you're right. I think I'm right. I make my points correct in my head. Your points correct in your head. We're just talking around each other about different things. I'll never forget to celebrate Christmas. Those became before me. You're very, very based, Eric. Very based. What food did you have in the Chirimbo for Dindids? What food did you have for the Chirimbo Dindins? I'm having a hard time today understanding chat. It's going to be one of those kind of days where the chat are just saying things. I don't know what Chirimbo Dindins is for Christmas dinner. Is that what you're trying to say? What food did I have for Christmas dinner? We had everything. My mom's an Eastern European woman. She cooked everything. She cooked lamb. She cooked chicken. She cooked roast. There was some seafood there. There was fruit. There was literally everything. Let's just kiss and cuddle and stay. Oh, no, let's just move on. We'll just move on. It's all good. I don't want to argue with you. Let's just move on. It's all good. It's all good. Let's start the goddamn fight. That's the important part. Let's start the goddamn fight. Dan Henderson, Michael Bisping. What food did you have for Christmas dinner? Oh, I mostly ate lamb and cheese pastries. That's pretty much what I had. Lamb, cheese pastries, and scotch. And I was farting like an absolute animal last night. I had my gut last night. I had the biggest belly last night. It was horrible. Horrible. Oh my God, I looked disgusting. Lamb for Christmas is great. Yeah, my mum makes a sick lamb. She can roast a lamb with the potatoes on the side as well. Cheese pastries. Oh my God. What about you guys? What did you guys have for Christmas dinner? Dan Henderson, Michael Bisping. Fighting is scored on impact. Something that could end the fight the most. Did you have that Jamal Hill physique? I do have that Jamal Hill physique. I'm still rocking it, to be honest, a day later. I've been to the gym this morning. Hasn't helped. Merry Christmas, Trip. How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas with your family, mate. We are rescoring Dan Henderson versus Michael Bisping under the modern era rule set. Fun fact, this fight was in 2016 and the modern era rule set came out in 2017. So you could still use the old scoring criteria to score this fight. I'm not too familiar with it. Solid jab from Henderson at the end of the first round. Had roast pork and silver side for lunch and turkey and ham for dinner. Beautiful, Nacho. Beautiful, man. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got to see your entire family, brother. I hope you got to see everyone. That's important to you. Honey glazed, gammon joint, pigs in blankets. Oh, putting some leftovers of them into a sandwich as we speak. Yes! Nice one, Jock. That's beautiful, man. Man, leftovers the next day. Goated. There's the H-bomb. And Bisping clips him with a little bit of an uppercut afterwards. They seem very even right now in the round. I would say Henderson's leading by a jab. Nice low kick from Henderson with the boot H-bomb over the top. Jab, jab from Bisping. My question is, it says a knockdown that diminishes what counts to the scoring. What does that mean? Like, you can knock someone down, but if they aren't affected, you don't really score it. Yeah, I think they mean like the Moicano knockdown doesn't really count for anything against Islam Makhachev because that's like a slip knockdown, you know what I mean? It's like the on the upper chest. Whereas like a short, solid jab that really puts someone on their ass, that does count towards scoring. So I do think it depends on the severity of the knockdown. A big meaty H-bomb. Next video should be Frankie Edgar versus Gary Maynard too. Not a bad one, Johnny. Not a bad one. I don't remember that fight at all. I'll definitely need to watch it. This is the season for watching old fights. Are you a cranberry sauce kind of guy? I'm a mint sauce kind of guy. Mint sauce and whipped cream, depending on what I'm eating. Big fan of mint sauce or whipped cream. They're the two directions that I'll go in around the Chrissy table. Thank you very much. Nice low kick there from Bisping. Bisping sitting on the jab. Bit of redness already around Bisping's eye from that first shot that Henderson landed. 2 minutes 30 down of the first round, halfway through round number 1. Very even fight on the feet. Henderson, 42 years old. We must do Hendricks versus GSP. It's a horrible robbery in retrospect. I agree. Funnily enough, that's one of the ones that I rewatched this year again, so that one's still fresh in my head. That one is a horrible robbery, but I'm happy to do it live and to talk about it, yeah. Eggnog with whipped cream. We don't really do a lot of eggnog down here in Australia. Do you, Nacho, did you have eggnog? We don't really do eggnog. Like I said, I'm more of a Bailey's guy. My favorite Kiwi YouTubers live. I'm Australian, but thank you, T995. I appreciate it. I hope you had a Merry Christmas with the family. May the blessings of Christ our Lord be upon you. May the blessings of the one and only true Savior, Jesus Christ, be upon you and your family. Man, Henderson is beating Bisping up with the jab. Bisping's eyes already starting to redden up. Never had eggnog or saw anyone ever have it here. Yeah, eggnog's not a real... I know we have it at Woolies, but it's not really a big thing here, mate. Yeah, we don't really do eggnog. Henderson just jabbing up Bisping. I've got to say, Henderson lands the big overhand. I've got to say, I've got to give Dan Henderson the first round so far. Dan Henderson has landed the jabs and the big meaty hook over the top. I'll be giving it to Dan Henderson. We know you're an Aussie. I'm just playing. Thank you, bro. I hope your Christmas was as well. No, thank you, man. Mine was very good. Mine was very good. It was a bad robbery, but it's kind of pardon since Hendricks popped, and it would have been a no contest anyway, but it was a clear 2-3 robbery. Yeah, these things happen in MMA, right? Where like... because it was no contest anyway, people don't care, but it was a robbery. Another shot over the top from Dan Henderson. We do beers. Yeah, we do scotches, but beers aren't bad. Jesus has so much aura, even of the ones who deny him celebrate his birthday. Exactly. You're celebrating his birthday whether you like it or not. Another big shot from Dan Henderson over the top. I just want people to not miss that. Another big shot from Dan Henderson over the top here. Here it comes here. We might be able to switch over to the live time and watch this. Big one right over the top. That clips Bisping. 15:32. That one does clip Bisping. Bisping doesn't get his head out of the way for that one. 15:31. Let's slow this down. Bisping also, look at Bisping's eye is bloodied up. I don't know how clearly you guys can see that, but Bisping's eye is already bloodied up from the jab. And then the big one over the top lands right on the temple for Dan Henderson right there. There is now 58 seconds left in round 1. I would say Dan Henderson is running away with round 1 here in their rematch. White Tank Top Dougie is here. True, mate. What was the whiskey of choice this Christmas? You won't believe it. We were drinking True Scotsman. True Scotsman. I don't know if you've ever had it before, but I got it from my dad. So me and him were sipping on that. We were sipping on some True Scotsman. People forget, man, GSP had boring fights and robbed Hendricks. This is true, Alpeg. People do forget that. Did you see Andrew Tate's huge-ass Muslim Christmas tree in his coat video? I did notice his giant Muslim Christmas tree. His huge Muslim Christ mass tree in his coat video. Hendricks never and Hendricks drops Michael Bisping. Hendricks runs away with the first round. Hendricks never popped for PEDs. Who's spreading this misinformation? Oh, did Hendricks pop for steroids after the GSP fight? Bisping's good eye. There it is. I had to rewatch Tate versus Dumore. The fight was genuinely the funniest thing I've seen all year. It was a horrible, horrible fight. They honestly look like two gym bros that don't know how to fight. Hendricks just fell off after the USADA thing. Guessed he is accused from that. So there you go, Nacho. Alpeg is saying Hendricks fell off after the USADA popping. Oh, I've never heard of that one before. Well, it was great. It was really good. It might be an Australian. Brand because we do make a lot of Scott down here. I'll have to check. I'll have to double check. I could have fucking swore Hendricks popped. Let's check. Let's check at the end of this round. Right, that's the end of round one. Pretty fucking clearly, Dan Henderson's round one. Bisping's eye is destroyed. His forehead is cut open. I think it's pretty obvious to say that Michael Bisping dropped round one. Michael Bisping dropped round one to Dan Henderson. Let me just take some notes here. I don't think we'll need them, but let me just take some notes. Bisping, Henderson. Let me just take some notes here. Round one is easily Hendo. Doesn't even need an explanation. Honestly, doesn't even need an explanation. Now, let's check out the next thing here, which will be Johnny Hendricks popping for steroids. Let me just close that. Johnny Hendricks. Johnny Hendricks pops for steroids. Okay, so let's check it out. Why are people saying that Johnny Hendricks was on steroids when he fought GSP? On the UFC's Instagram story, they posted highlights from GSP versus Hendricks. Everyone was saying Hendricks was on PEDs. There is zero tangible proof supporting the claim, and he has passed every single test throughout his career. There was no USADA testing back then. That's why he didn't get caught. Quite a bunch of fighters became meh after they started this. Best proof is when you Google pre-USADA versus post-USADA pictures of Hendricks. So people are just assuming that Johnny Hendricks was on steroids. The fight was being made. GSP insisted on the voluntary anti-doping agency. I remember this. Hendricks initially agreed. However, he never followed through with ever getting actually tested. I do remember all of this. Yes. I remember all of this. Bisping was pushing for... Not Bisping. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused because I'm looking at Bisping. GSP was pushing for actual testing, and Johnny Hendricks wasn't tested. It makes sense. There we go. Hendricks never failed a test. I said he just accused him. Right, cool. Thank you, Alpeg. I should have read it. Saying he fell off is a lot different than saying he popped after the GSP fight and it would have been turned into a no contest. Yep. Single malts of the Galt. None of this bourbon shite. It was definitely a single malt. I'm just not sure if it was an Australian with a play on words. I'll have to check. I'll see if my dad has any left. The thing is, I do not doubt that Tate can actually fight. Like, he had probably fucked up the average Joe, but as a combat sports fighter, he is CM Punk level. Yeah, I talked about this recently in a short that I put out, T995, like the levels of fighter. Andrew Tate is between a gym bro and an amateur fighter. That's where Andrew Tate is. So, like, anyone of my level and below, Andrew Tate can fuck me up and people below me up, no fucking problem. Gym bro level. Anyone above gym bro level that's done some cardio kickboxing and is an amateur fighter and starting to get into the fighting scene, Andrew Tate will struggle with them. People forget, man, I developed false memories at 23 years of age. Who does that at their own memory? True Davidson Figueiredo's fan base. How are you, mate? I see the muscle shirt came in the mail. Are the muscles still in transit? You've literally made this joke like every time you've popped in here and I'm wearing a singlet Western. Work on new material, brother. How are you, man? Merry Christmas, dude. I hope you had a great one with the family, man. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas break. We are rescoring Bisping versus Hendricks. We are rescoring Bisping versus Henderson. Henderson easily steals round one off Michael Bisping. He was knocking everyone out, and then he wasn't. It was my assumption based on build and power drop-off. That's fair. That's fair. The PFL should sign Andrew Tate. He'll die. The Andrew Tate would die in the PFL. It never gets old. Never gets old, mate. There he is. Henderson sitting on the jab yet again. Bisping with a low kick. I could just as easily argue the reason Hendricks stopped performing as well was because of the horrible robbery on the biggest day in his life and he fell out of love with the sport. You could make the Dominic Reyes argument for old Hendricks. I see the muscle shirt came in the mail. Are the muscles still in transit? Very good, Eric. Very good. Andrew Tate is a level of guy to lose to a street fight to average go like 3 out of 10 times. Yeah, essentially. Bisping peppering with the jab. How's it going, boys? I'm having a drink with my brother right now. I can't stay, but Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Jim. We're just rescoring old controversial fights. We are watching Henderson versus Bisping, brother. I hope you and your brother have a great time over the Christmas break, dude. Hey, dickhead. Okay, that's 3 for 3. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'm not accusing him of it, just saying there were assumptions. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it. Nice low kick and a jab from Henderson. Low kick and jab. Low kick and jab. Bisping lands the big hook and the crowd cheers, but 1850. I have to sneeze! I have to sneeze! If we look back, it hits the shoulder. The whole crowd reacts. But watch back and watch this big meaty hook. It hits the shoulder. Bisping's going to load up. He's going to swing a big meaty hook. The crowd is going to cheer. But look where the shoulder lands. Look where the shot lands. Right on the shoulder. That's Bisping's biggest shot of the round in the first minute 10. The crowd reacts massively to it. Lands on the shoulder. Doesn't land. Hey, Dougie, I see the Christmas spirit arrived. Is the Happy New Year's still in the mail? The Happy New Year's is still in the mail. Yeah, Hendricks could have just gotten old, the Dominic Reyes argument. Aftershock PC is actually pissing me off. Nothing other than your streams buffer on my side, and only when I'm watching it live, it buffers and forces me to be 9 seconds behind. That is annoying, and probably Aftershock's point. Hey, Ruggy, I see the Christmas spirit arrived. Is the Happy New Year still in the mail? Okay, what are we doing here? Who would you pick in a boxing fight between Dylan Dennis and Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate. Dylan Dennis can't fight. Big meaty hook from Bisping again. Misses. Oh, Bisping lands a good 2 there. That one lands over the top from Bisping. Bisping's starting to get himself back into the fight now. Low kick from Bisping. Over the top from Bisping. Bisping's round now. 2 minutes 30 on the 2 minutes 50 on the clock. Low kick from Bisping and a head kick from Bisping. Wobbles Dan Henderson. I feel like Reyes not being depressed would only win him the Ryan Spann fight looking back. Like Yuri and Jan are just different levels. Yeah, true. Jan's one of those guys. Yuri's one of those guys that you cannot stop. Hey, Dougie, I see the race arrived. Is the traitor still in the mail? I should be watching back the best of Tyrone Woodley. I see that. Okay, what are we doing here? I doubt the PFL could afford Tate. Wouldn't surprise me if Tate went and bought the PFL instead. I think Tate's running out of money, T995. I think he's slowly going broke. I think he's being drowned by court fees and too much spending in Abu Dhabi. Another good head kick from Bisping. Easily Bisping round 2. Weston's being kept 10 seconds behind in the live as well. Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. Nice knee up the middle from Bisping. Bisping stealing round 2 easily on the massive shots. Hendo's a vet, man. He knows he got 5 rounds. That tape coat video was absurdly terrible. Dude lost more aura with that than from the fight. Oh, dude, the Tate video was terrible. Terrible. It's over for Tate. Merry Christmas, random person. Good to see you. Bisping's on the finish now. Henderson's in trouble. He got hit in the balls. Hope you had a great Christmas, random person. Hope you really enjoyed it, man. Merry Christmas, Shyla. Oh! And Henderson drops Bisping. Now here is the question, chat. Here is the question, chat. The scoring criteria of MMA. Let's get into the nitty gritty. With immediate weighing in more heavily than cumulative impact, Bisping has landed a lot of good shots that have certainly had Dan Henderson at one point wobbling and running away. However, Henderson counters with a huge H-bomb and immediately drops him, and he has now entered ground and pound territory. According to the scoring criteria of MMA, the immediate does weigh in more heavily than the cumulative. I'm just going to continue this round before I finish rendering my judgment. But that is very interesting. To add to your point about Tate losing money, I doubt that a bunch of aspiring young alpha males are less willing to buy courses from a man who got beaten up in pink glove. This is what I mean. Like, I think Andrew Tate is on the decline. He hit his peak during the pandemic. Since then, he's had a lot of court fees. He's had to move over his entire operation over to Dubai. He's had to go and buy a whole plethora of new supercars. And if you own a car, maintaining a car is not fucking cheap. And he's got yachts. He's got supercars. He's bought mansions. He spent a lot of money trying to look like someone who makes a lot of money. He can no longer have his casinos in Romania. He no longer has his webcam business in Romania. He has got AndrewTateCourse.com. I don't fucking know what Andrew Tate's course is, but it's now 2026, and Tate spent a lot of money over the last 4 years trying to seem like he has a lot of money. I hope you had a good Christmas, Shyla, and you'll be celebrating Orthodox Christmas again soon. Merry Christmas to you, Super Gamer. To be fair, Carlos Ulberg is no joke. He was a big leap from Krylov. That is true. Very, very true. Future champion Carlos Ulberg. Yeah, I don't think so, mate. Not before Yuri. I actually like Ulberg. If he keeps up the exciting fights, I'll be stoked for him to be champ. Yeah, he'll be good. I don't love his personality, but, you know, at least he does get TKOs and knockouts. Merry Christmas to you, Gaz Ninja, and thank you for re-upping your membership. Thank you for being here for 13 months, dude. I really appreciate it, man. People forget, man, George Foreman came back to boxing at the same age as Tate after a layoff. He just adjusted his style. I know Andrew Tate says he's been out of the cage for 10 years. That's a lie. It's been 5 years. It's been 5 years he's been out of the cage. And he's fighting Chase Demore. He's not exactly fighting the top-level fighters. Andrew Tate said that he was a 4-time world kickboxing champion. Came back after 5 years off to fight a reality TV star and got his ass fucking handed to him. Andrew Tate is a grifting gym bro. How do you score that round, Nacho? How do we score that round? How do you score that round? Michael Bisping, let's say Michael Bisping won 4 minutes of the round with a lot of cumulative impact. But then Dan Henderson drops a massive bomb that puts Michael Bisping on his ass, and Michael Bisping clinches up to save his life. Immediate impact. Legal blows that have immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute towards the end of the fight, with the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative. How do you score that round, boys? How do you score that round? Doesn't say damage anywhere. Doesn't say damage anywhere in the scoring criteria. Plus damage too. Doesn't say the word damage everywhere. You have to prioritize the knockdown, in my opinion. It's literally right there. End of the match with the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative. To me, via the reading of the rules, I give Dan Henderson round 2. Jock says he gives round 1. Dan Henderson... I'm an idiot. Jock says he gives round 2 to Michael Bisping. I disagree, Jock. I disagree. It took Endeavor Holyfield to stop layoff Foreman. It took Chase Demore to stop Tate. Yeah, they are not the same. Dan Henderson won the round. That's it. Dan Henderson won the round. Dan Henderson won the round. Okay, I am going with Dan Henderson to win the round. Round 2 is also Hendo's as well. Hendo got the knockdown. I'm going with round 2 Hendo. And the immediate, I'm over cumulative. Let's not just write it as come. Via the scoring criteria, Hendo gets round 2 with the immediate over the cumulative damage. Let us jump back in. Let us jump back in. Let us jump back in to the fight. I think everyone has an underdog. What am I up to? It's Aldo versus Rob Font. He stole the round. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. I think everyone is an underdog against Yuri unless you got Poetan level power. Yuri will just let you beat him up, get bored of losing, and then decide that he wants to win the fight and just blitz on in. That does seem to be Yuri's style, right? The immediate weighs in more, but the immediate was such a small part of the round. I don't think it was, dude. Like, the immediate drop, this is it right here, right? Drops him on his ass. Starts dropping in. What is your favorite tricep exercise? Give me something crafty to mix it up. Dips. Weighted dips. Weighted dips. The immediate weighs in more, but the immediate was such a small part of the round. But the immediate thing is going to be the, like, an immediate thing will be the small part of the round. Like, that's literally the word. Jock, I disagree with you so much. So much. So much, dude. Obviously, most of the round is going to be the cumulative impact. Obviously, the immediate thing is going to be the small part of the round. That's what this is saying, right? Cumulative impact, something that is accumulating throughout the entire round, is obviously going to be the general part of the round. And the knockdown being the immediate thing that has got match-ending consequences. You can't call it a draw, Shyla. It's written right here. The immediate weighs in more heavily than the accumulative. It's not a comeback. It's not a draw at all. It's written here in black and white. Shit, don't play the whole fight. Fucking hell. Don't play the whole fucking thing. I think the big punch that drops your opponent should count for roughly the same as accumulative punches, but it doesn't. That's how I would score. I understand that's how you would score. I get what you guys are saying. I understand how you guys were saying. But that's like DC saying I would score control time. Like, I understand what you guys are saying, but literally it says that it's the immediate over the cumulative. Like, it says it in black and white. So, cheer up, you miserable cunt. JK, shout out to Eric again. I am in a good mood. What are you talking about? I'm here cheered up. Dougie, are you the joltiest? I don't know what. Are you the jolliest? I am the jolliest. Basically, who was closer to losing that round? Bisping. Yeah. Thank you very much, Gaz Ninja, for the $5. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate the $5, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Yuri's. Where am I? If you drop someone like that, without a doubt, Dan wins the round. There shouldn't be an argument. And yet, MMA fans around the world will argue. Yuri's body actually fights on its own. Him getting beaten up is where he's sleeping. Him winning is when he blows. Finally awaken him. Alex just KO'd him before he could wake up. That's it. Alex didn't have a chance to fight true Yuri. Round 3 Yuri. GM3 Yuri. Fair enough. I'm not going to die on this hill. Fair enough, Jock. I get it. That's how I would score it. Doug, you the jolliest? I am. We love attention. We love it. Big head kick from Bisping there. Nice. Good head kick there. Wobbles Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson backs up again. Bisping has to watch that H-bomb coming in over the top. We're just retarded. That's a good trait of being an MMA fan. It's the best trait of being an MMA fan. Big meaty hook from Dan Henderson there. Big old meaty hook from Dan Henderson there. Dan Henderson circles out of the way. Boom. Technically, a knockdown is already the result of cumulative damage it's trying to achieve. Also, Merry Christmas to you, Better MMA. I hope you have a good one, man. Hope you have a great one, brother. Bisping with the oblique kick. Henderson backing up. Low kick from Bisping. Low kick again. Big shot over the top from Bisping. Barely grazes Henderson. Hendo looking for the over the top. This is what happened in the first Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder fight. Fury had cumulative punches, but Wilder knocked down Fury, almost knocking him out, and the fight ended in a draw. Is a genuine question, Shyla, is boxing and MMA scored with the same criteria? I'm not sure. I think MMA fans struggle to judge a fight based strictly on the scoring criteria because the judges don't score back. I can agree with that one, Jock. Yep. We get so confused as to like how are we meant to score fights because we watch so many of them and the judging goes all over the place. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Yeah. Makes it hard for us. And then you've also got, man, MMA Che did a great job. You've also got the commentary team in our ear. No fucking idea what they're talking about. Oh, that was a good one from Bisping. That wobbled him a bit. Boxing has an even number of rounds, so draws are common. MMA is an odd number of rounds. Oh, okay. All right. 12-round boxing fight. Yeah, true. 10 rounds, 8 rounds. Yeah, true. Knockdowns are different in both the sports. Like boxing, a knockdown is automatic 10-8, while in MMA it depends. Yeah, it's not an automatic 10-8 in a knockdown. Yeah. Bisping's winning this round so far. He's done the cumulative damage easily. He's done the cumulative damage. This is Bisping's round so far. Nice low kick from Bisping. Bisping's chasing him down again. Halfway through the round now. Same story of the fight. Bisping wins the first half of the round. Dan Henderson replies with something massive. How are you, Wixon? Good to see you, brother. Commentary team says the same thing. We're exactly where we were in round 2. This is a repeat of round 2. Now just don't get caught, Bisping. You're 2 rounds down. You got to start to pull ahead here. You need to start putting some rounds on the scoreboard. Put Wixon back in the basement. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Wixon. Henderson with the big shot over the top. Doesn't drop Bisping. Have you seen this fight before? I have, but I don't remember it. I just remember it being close. I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, to be honest. But I can't remember the fight. You know me, Shyla. Wait, how many times have we watched Sean Strickland versus DDP? I still can't remember that fight. Round for round. Oh, Bisping with the 1-2. Tomorrow, we're going to have to do John Jones versus Dominic Reyes. Just how good is DC? This is the first time seeing this fight. It's a good fight, Super Gamer. It's a good fight. This is one of the first... Oh! What year did this fight happen, by the way? What year did this fight happen? Bisping versus Dan Henderson 2. UFC 2. This is one of my earliest memories of watching this fight. October 8th, 2016. Yeah, this is one of my earliest memories of watching a fight in a pub. Yeah. I was a little boy when this fight happened. Yeah, I liked this fight. Wixon's getting brave. I'm really proud of him. Have Bisping and Henderson only fought once? No, this was their second fight. They fought the first time at UFC 100, and Henderson hit him with that big overhand and slept him. Wasn't the shot that ruined his eye. I believe it was a head kick from Vitor Belfort that ruined Bisping's eye. Everyone's a casual here except me. True, Wixon, get back into the basement. Nice low kick from Henderson. So Henderson's landed the H-bomb, but it didn't drop Bisping this time. Bisping with the shot over the top. Henderson retreats. Wixon's been in the basement so long his membership ran out. What? Wixon, buy a new membership. Earliest memory of UFC I remember was when Conor fought Khabib. Fair. That's the most casual comment she's ever made. Oh, no. Oh, over the top. Someone gift me a membership. All right. Oh, I'm out of gifted memberships. Oh, no. I'm out of gifted memberships. Right, Bisping wins his first round. Bisping wins his first round. It is now first 2 rounds to Dan Henderson, round 3 to Michael Bisping. Round 1, Hendo. Round 2, Hendo. Immediate over cumulative. Round 3, Bisping pretty clearly doesn't need an explanation. We are going in to round 4. Henderson is ahead, 2-1. Just had to check if my member was still going. Yeah, you've still got a membership. That Hendo Bisping KO has to be one of the most iconic in our sport. It is, actually. Yeah, that first one overhead where Bisping's like rolling with the blood coughing. Every time you do that, I remember that other kid has to suffer multiple streams getting cut from... Oh, yeah. What's his name? What was that kid's name? Bro. Little bro. Tez Bro. What was his name? Tez Bro? What was it? Cumulative, yeah. Justify how Hendo got this title shot. It's a TV show. It's not a real sport. Bro Joey, that was it. Bro Joey, yeah. Bro Edger or something. Yeah, Bro Joey, that was it. Tez Pomo, Bro Joey. Big head kick! Big head kick from Bisping there. Henderson with the nice low kick. Hendo low-key wins the third round. Hit him so hard, Bisping can't even see out of that borderline. Doctor needs to stop the fight. We just watched the third round. What is going on? Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I've talked to you so many times. You're not a troll and you're not dumb. He can't see out of his eye, but the doctor didn't stop the round. The borderline needs to stay. He fought through the entire round. It's a joke, of course. Okay, right. Sorry, dude. Fair enough. He beat Michael Bisping at UFC 100. He did. People forget, man. Bro Joey was a marauder. He was ranked 13, fought a champ like Alex fought number 8. Dude, he is ranked number 13 at the moment of this fight. He is 42 years old or something like that. It's insane. Didn't like 600 membership. Yeah, we got the whole channel membership that day. Bro Joey didn't get one. Dougie is on thin ice. I'm all good. I can't tell when people are being sarcastic. It's my fault. I'm retarded. Henderson with a big shot over the top. He is not having it today. I am having it today. I am. Shout out whoever gifted me a membership. Nice. How are you, UFC Master? Good to see you, man. Dougie had to show off the traps. It's summer, even though it's not that warm today, to be honest. Is this fight post-Vitor Belfort blinding him? It is post-Vitor blinding him. Oh, Henderson's retreating. Bisping's on the attack. 3:15. I'm having all the penis today. What? I'm not having any penis today. Bloody snowing in Tassie today. Dude, it is not warm, but I was feeling all heated because I went to the gym and I was feeling all heated. Hendo is way too old for this. Hendo is too old, too low ranked. Why did this fight happen? Not that warm, I guarantee it's above 15 degrees. It is above 15 degrees, but it's meant to be our summer, brother. You know what I mean? It's meant to be 30. And Bisping kicks Henderson in the dick. Second time in the fight, he's kicked him in the dick. Only the first time he's been called for it. Henderson's going to get back into the fight. Stop kicking him in the dick. Shirt in the mail, muscle soon? Yeah, muscles in the mail soon shirt. Did Bisping beat Silver or was that a robbery? I don't remember. Some people call it a robbery. I don't remember. We need Shotgun here. Shotgun remembers everything. Bisping needs an revenge at any cost. He does. He's winning round 2. This fight is Bisping's Holloway Poirier moment. Get back when he gets too old. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Grab his Richard and twist it. Dude, it's an MMA fight. Big shot from Henderson. Grab his dick and twist it. Oh my God, dude. It's an MMA fight, dude. Stop it, dude. Oh, Henderson with the crafty vet jab. Another jab from Hendo. Good from Hendo. Stepping in with the jabs. High kick from Bisping. Doesn't land. He's got that sneaky high kick. That sneaky Robert Whittaker high kick. In MMA, you can grab someone's dick and twist it. You can. Good oblique kick from Bisping. Does Henderson have a neck? No, that's why the H-bomb is so devastating. This is why we watch MMA. It is for the robberies. Big meaty hook from Henderson. Stuns Bisping on the feet. It was a chilly 79 degrees, 26 this Christmas Day where I live. Yeah, dude, it's meant to be 30. We're meant to be at the beach. The beach is disgusting. Henderson doing really well here. Whoa, Bisping just gets out of the way, clips him with a bit of a cheeky hook. Silver lost to Bisping. Silver was robbed, basically KO'd Bisping and started celebrating. Then the ref... Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah. And Bisping cruised to a decision. That's right. Yep. Oh, low kick from Bizza. Bisping's a disgrace for ducking Yoel Romero. He did duck and weave Romero, didn't he, for the GSP fight. But you'd take GSP over Romero. Close round. Hendo robbed Shogun at UFC 139, so he had this coming. I don't know if it's a robbery yet. This is a close round. Does anyone feel sorry for Tyron Woodley? I don't. Jeez, that's a close round. What round is this? Round 4. Oh, jab. Doesn't really land that high kick, just lands on the guard. Nice kick there from Henderson. Nice low kick there from Henderson. Nice knee up the middle from Henderson. Henderson is winning round 4, man. Dude, I'm giving round 4 to Henderson. I'm giving round 4 to Henderson, dude. Swing round. Wouldn't mind it either way. I'm giving round 4 to Hendo, brother. Edges it. Dude, I got round 4 to Hendo, man. Dude, is Bisping acting like a hero for robbing a 40-year-old post-snap Shin Silva? Pisses me off so much. Yeah, I can imagine. People hated Bisping back in the day, right? I loved him back in the day. Did the Silva Bisping KO happen at the end of the round, or did Silva just choose not to follow up? I don't remember. I'll have to watch it back. I don't remember it that clearly. Woodley continues to get paid, so I'm pretty sure he's not shedding any tears. Yeah, true, but Woodley's got a fucking ego. Nice since I've been Tyson eating a... Not since I've been Tyson eating a girl years ago. Yeah, I haven't felt sorry for him since you saw him eating out a girl years ago. I'm with you. He chose to follow it up, but any other ref would have deemed it a clear KO. Right. Seen the video of Tyrone, so I don't feel sorry for Tyrone getting KO'd. Fair. Woodley ate a girl. Yeah, there's a video of Tyrone Woodley eating box. My balls was cold. What's up, Waterfalls? How are you, man? The Silver KO is right at the end of the round. There you go. Thoughts on Jake Shield collabing with the Gypsy Crusader? No, he isn't. Fuck. He was such a cockhead for most of his career. Watch his tough season. I've seen the highlights, but obviously I haven't watched the whole season. But yeah, I've seen the highlight. He is a cockhead. I need to lock into this last round. Henderson with a big knee up the middle. Dude, Henderson with a big knee up the middle. Eating out? I was thinking count. No, eating out. Bisping's unbearable. Which one, Bisping or Tyrone Woodley? I liked the cocky Britishness. I liked it a lot, but yeah. I could see why it would be grating. Hendo with the big H-bomb. Misses. Both? Yeah, fair enough. Both, yeah. Tyrone Woodley, I just fucking hate Tyrone Woodley so much because he's so arrogant. So nonchalant arrogant. This is how he does everything. I know I'm a killer. I know I'm a warrior. I know I'm the best around. I know I'm the champ. I want to be paid worth my money. And then he goes and gets fucking knocked out by Jake Paul. He gets fucking knocked out by Anderson Silva. He gets fucking knocked out. He gets knocked out. He has been on a fucking massive career decline ever since Kamaru Usman made him look like he was standing there in his tidy whities. He's like Luke Rockhold. He's like Luke Rockhold. Just that quiet, cocksure arrogance with, like, from when I've been watching the sport at least, zero success in any way. It's so fucking annoying, man. In the Silver boxing fight, it was like he didn't even want to be there. That's how he always is. That's how he always is. Woodley's worth more, is it? No. I was so satisfied to see him sleeping in the cage and Hendo land the most brutal ground and pound shot ever. Super necessary. God damn. Yeah, that. Right, because that's right at the end of the tough season, right? When Hendo beats the fuck out of him, yeah. Dougie was the UFC's walkout would be after raining man. Oh, Bisping on the return there. Hendo with the step-in jab. Oh, big shot over the top from Henderson. Big shot over the top. 39-33. 39-28. 39-20. Big shot over the top from Henderson. Fucking. Come on, man. Boom! Oh, just misses, actually. Just lands on the bridge of the nose. Misses him by a fucking bee's dick, it does. Can you play that KO for the new kids after the fight? Absolutely, man. Of course. Of course. For real, Tyrone should fight Luke Rockhold. He should, man. The battle of the fuckwits. They are absolute fuckwits. I hate them. You gotta give credit for Tyrone. At least he can eat out a girl while Ian Gary watches his wife get railed by her ex-husband while Ian sits in the cuck chair. You know what? He's a level above a cuck. I'll give him that. Tyrone versus Rockhold. First ever jab KO. Yeah, double jab KO. I'm still convinced Luke could beat Tyrone in MMA. Boxing, I don't know, but MMA definitely. Yeah, in MMA definitely. But Tyrone doesn't wrestle anymore. Good kick to the body from Bisping. Another good kick to the body. I was the UFC 199 when Bisping knocked out Rockhold. Was that 199? Huh. Because I remember that one too. I remember watching that one at a pub as well. I get so confused back in the day. I was so drunk watching these at fights. So there you go. I watched 199 at a pub as well. Dougie's walkout would be Dancing Queen. Shut up, dickhead. Ooh, Bisping landing good shots now. Bisping pulling away in the 5th round. Good jab there. Bisping's round 5. I've got Bisping round 5. Nice low kick from Henderson there. Bisping getting busy now in round 5. Henderson runs in looking for the power bomb. Bisping on the retreat. Bisping beats Anderson Silva by decision. Stop it. Henderson with the takedown. Got to mount an attack for it to count. Does he? Does he mount an attack off the takedown? No, he doesn't. Merely a changing of position. Commentary team says top position for Dan Henderson. Commentary team says top position for Dan Henderson. Commentary team, top position for Dan Henderson. Where is it? Top and bottom fighters are assessed more of the impact rather than their position. And this is why we all get confused, because literally the commentary team goes, well, he's in top position. That counts for a lot. No, it fucking doesn't. Whoa, Black Betty, bam, bam, Black Betty. Has Bisping ever landed the B-bomb? Good question, Shiley. He's got the B kick. Changing up position, DC's favorite thing. That fucking won Henderson the fight there. Black Dougie banged a lamp. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, yeah, the Luke Rockhold knockout, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Dougie's trying to do it to pick Henderson now. No, I've been scoring the fight. I'm giving Bisping round 5. I'm giving Bisping round 5. Henderson on the single leg. Bisping wriggles out of it. 39 seconds left on the clock. Henderson over the top. Misses. Bisping looking for the rubber to eat the guy kick. It's Black Betty, but instead of Black Betty, I said Dougie. Oh, okay. All right. All right. 15 seconds left. Dan Henderson gassing out. He's 42, folks. 42 years old. Big knee up the middle from Bisping. Wins him the 5th round. Henderson with a rolling thunder at 42. Oh my God, what a Chad. What a fucking Chad of a bloke. Henderson with a fucking rolling thunder at 42 years old. Right at the end of the fight. Yeah! Yeah! What a fucking Chad of a bloke. That's gold, man. That is fucking gold. Right, I am giving Bisping round 5. I'm giving Bisping round 5. After rewatching the fight very closely with the scoring criteria open, I give Dan Henderson the world title. At the end of UFC, what fight is this? UFC 204, Michael Bisping's first title defense. I give Dan Henderson the win. Dan Henderson wins on my scorecards. I think that fight was a robbery. I think that fight was a robbery. Where am I up to? People forget, man. Bisping spat on George Rivers' corner after the fight. He's a fucking animal. He is a fucking animal. If the takedown is just a changing of position with no offense, then Strickland won the DDP 1 fight. No question. We'll go back and we'll check that one out. That's another one that's always had a lot of back and forth over it, right? Can't see, but Bisping's eye got really swollen in this one. Yeah, in the first round, it got really swollen. I thought Dougie was mixed black and Jewish. No, dickhead. Isn't Bisping a southpaw? But his coach forced him to fight Orthodox. I'm not sure. Davidson Figueroa's fan page. I'm not sure. That was a little bit of a razzle dazzle. It was more of a rolling drizzle. It was a bit of rolling drizzle, yeah. A tumbling thunder, yeah. What happens to Leon after the KO loss? Leon Edwards is gone. Never bring him up again. Rolling thunder right into mounted ground and pound. Everything as it should be. Bro got shinned after the rolling thunder. Yeah, that's the only reason they gave it to Bisping, right? Where is inactive Anshul Jabli? He's got self-killed. He hasn't been back since. Well, I mean, if he loses his next fight, he's getting cut from the UFC. The amount of pressure on Anshul Jabli is insane, mate. UK judges were biased. Yeah, I think they snuck in that round 4 to Bisping. That's what I think happened there, yeah. Dan can read and write. Dan Henderson can read and write. Dan should have won that fight. I'm going to keep reading his book. Yep. He made a book. It's a good book. It's a great book. American book. Dougie is part gay, part bisexual. Thank you, guys. Whoa, Black Dougie. Bam, bam. Jeets and Goat Lovers are the worst fighters. Well, the Goat Lovers are the best. Is Tate security Indian? Could be. Could be. There we go. There we go. How long did that take? Took about an hour. We were live for about an hour. Really good stuff. Let me show you the knockout. What is it, Nacho? Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson KO. Bisping versus Dan Henderson. UFC 100. Where is it? Let's bring it up, man. You want to see it? Let's bring it up. Roberts versus Yoel would finish Michael Bisping. Robert Whittaker and Yoel? Yeah, easily. Look it up. Bisping's instructors didn't know Bisping was left-handed. And Bisping didn't know to tell them because he was young, so he had to fight Orthodox. That is such classic old school MMA. That is such classic old school MMA. Like, his coaches are just like, you'll fight Orthodox. And Bisping's like, okay, buddy. Dougie, do you want to rewatch Rose versus Carla 2? No, I'd rather kill myself. Bisping circling into the H-bomb. I'll bring it up on the big screen in slow motion to get around YouTube. I'll bring it up on the big screen in slow motion. Hang on a second. 298. Here it comes. The follow-up punch is super necessary. All right, here it comes. $100 would never get me to watch Carla Esparza versus Rose Namajunas. Actually, you know what? For $100, I would rewatch that fight. What am I fucking saying? Obviously, I'd rewatch that fight. I just listened to the commentary. Here we go. Bang! Right on the chin. Bang goes his skull. Here comes the big follow-up shot. Oh my god, he's gonna die. Fuck. He's trying to put his fucking skull through the canvas. Look at his feet. Look at his feet seize up. Look at his feet seize up. He's as stiff as a fucking board. Look how stiff his fucking body is, man. Holy fuck. Oh. Craziness. Craziness. In the name of Jared Kennedy! Why are you in an Ilya Tapuria costume? What? A singlet? Rose versus Carla 2 is still better than DDP versus Chimaev or JDP versus Islam. The commentary was legendary. That's what I just remembered. Like, at least the commentary will get you through it, right? At least the commentary will get you through it. His whole body is frozen, I know. I'm not going to shit on him for saying stupid shit anymore. Surprised he's not eating through a straw for the rest of his life. Dude, that shot was fucking brutal. How about Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou? No, thank you. We need Mario Yamasaki for this fight. We did. Isn't that Mario Yamasaki? I think that is Mario Yamasaki. Which one's this one? This is the Love Heart one that got banned. That's him. I can recognize him. That is him. Stiffer than my uncle? Disgusting. How the fuck can Bisping still formulate sentences? Maybe we need to be kinder to his commentary. The fact that he can still talk is insane, dude. Bisping looks like he's getting ready for a swim, doesn't he? Have you seen when Yuri got KO'd by King Mo? That was a brutal knockout. When Yuri got KO'd by King Mo? No, I haven't seen that one. Francis Ngannou versus Overeem. There's the fat dude dancing in the crowd that I want to show you guys. Francis versus Overeem. I've always meant to show you guys this fat dude dancing in the crowd when Francis knocks out Overeem. Now's the time to do it. Francis versus Overeem. Now's the time to bring up that knockout. And the dude in the crowd afterwards. Oh, the dude in the crowd afterward is fucking glorious. Where is he? Yeah, he's back in his Ryzen days. Oh, okay. All right, there you go. Back in his Ryzen days. When they cut to the crowd. You said it was a different video. Is it a different video? Fuck, maybe it wasn't this one. Hang on. Where is he? Where's the dude in the crowd? Or is this when... Maybe I'm thinking when DC finished Stipe. No, there he is! There he is! He's in a Christmas hat! He's loving it! He's not actually that fat. He's not as fat as I remember him, but he's having a great time. Hang on, I found him, boys. I found him. He's having a great time. Is this him? Yeah, that's him. He's having a fucking blast of a time. No, he's not that fat. I was too mean to him. I don't remember him being that fat. All right, here he is, boys. My man. He's having the fucking time of his life. He's in a Christmas hat. He's fucking loving life. Where is he? There he is. The fucking dance gets me every time. He's so fucking good. Is that Cheddhead? Yeah, it's Cheddhead. Let me watch him one more time. There he is. I fucking love him. I fucking love him so much, dude. Fucking Overeem's dying in the middle of the octagon, and this guy's just fucking loving life, man. He looks like a Star Wars fan. He is. What a fucking legend. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been meaning to show you guys that all year. I fucking love him so much. I'm just having a grand old time. How dare you lie about the severity of someone's obesity? I know. Would you rather a boob with Manel Cap or let Izzy Oh! He's definitely the casual mate who got bought the tickets by a hardcore. Absolutely. And he's just watched the fight, his first knockout, and he's loving it, man. Me when Piotr Yan landed the body kick. Woo! He's fucking great. I thought it would be a black dude breakdancing. Nah, he's living his best life. I love him. His facial expressions are so good. Oh, man, I love him so much. Alright, that'll do. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. What's up, Chris? How are you, man? I hope you're having a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. May the blessings of the one true Lord Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, be upon you. I'm gonna get out of here, boys. That was a good one. Merab being the king of the optics. Every time he took that body kick, he looked like a pregnant woman getting spun back. Dude, the fact that Merab didn't die to that is so impressive. The body kicks, the liver kick, the one where you could see him go, oh, oh. Blood Diamond is lucky we didn't roll up on his wife and take her. He is, mate. You take care. Glad to say what's up. Yep, guys, I dropped an amazing video today. I think it's really good. I think it's really good. It's a really, really good video. So go check out today's video if you haven't seen it. It's really good. It explains to new audiences and to some of the older audiences how the UFC is no longer a sport. It's now a reality TV show about a sport. So check that out. Tomorrow we might do some gameplay. Not tomorrow, Sunday we might do some... Anyway, next time I go live, considering it is the Christmas break and things are a little bit quiet right now, we'll keep doing things like this where we go back and we judge some old fights. Just have some healthy conversation while we judge some of the older fights that could have been robberies. You know, if anyone's got any ideas for some robberies, please put them in the Discord or put them in the comments section once this live stream ends, and we'll check it out. Dougie can't call him fat because Dougie has surpassed his girth. I'm not fat. Merry Christmas to you as well, good sir. Hope you had a great Monopoly and cheese and wine sesh. Thank you, brother. We had a good time. We had a good time. How terrifying would it be if Merab comes out in the rematch with yarn bobbing and weaving like Tapturo? He could be an unbelievable fighter. If Merab comes out for the rematch with yarn bobbing and weaving. Who, Merab's doing the bobbing and weaving? Yeah, that was a good stream. It was a good stream. Yeah, it was facts. I've been saying it for years. The UFC is a business. It's a sport, but way more of a business. Yeah, it's definitely turned into way more of a TV show than a sport. The Usyk video is the only good video you've ever made. Thank you, Nacho. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like, how the fuck did Paulo Costa get a #1 former tramp and Strickland made no sense? I mean, I could have brought up, like, endless examples. We know it. We know how it is, but it's something for the new fans. We need to finish the fighter matrix before the new year. We need to finish every single fighter needs to have all 700 fighters need to have their fighter matrix in. You people are insane. I'll see you guys later. Thank you all so much. Video today, stream today. We're keeping up with the content over the break. We've got lots of good stuff to do. We got plenty to do. Started off as an absolute spectacle, then tried to be a sport. Now it's like you said, it's just a TV show. Exactly right. There was a sport. The Zuffa era was a sport, but we're past the sport era now, well and truly. The Zuffa era is dead, and so is the UFC being a sport. Shit take. Paulo made the Strickland fight boring. Not Sean. Okay. Alright. Guys, I'm out of here. Thank you all so much. If you're still in America, continue enjoying your Christmas night. If you're in Canada, continue enjoying your Christmas night. If you're in Europe or Australia, enjoy your Boxing Day. Have a good one. Have some time with your families. Have some drinks. Go back and watch some old fights. Usyk should have made you bigger than Smitty. It should have! Should have made me bigger than Smitty. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Hello, Chrissy J. Goodbye, Chrissy J. You have a good night with your family, Chrissy J. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you had a great one with your family. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate all of you. Enjoy the break. We're still putting out the content. We're doing good. We're doing good keeping up without anything to talk about. We're doing good. Bye.